All right. Good morning. April the 16th. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. This is day 24. Got my tent packed up. 8 o'clock, it's a late start again. This is becoming a bad habit for me to get into. People have already commented. I got to get, it's not how fast you hike, it's how many hours you can actually put in hiking. So I've wasted essentially 2 hours of hiking. It wasn't super cold this morning, but it was chilly. And I used that as an excuse to just lay there in my quilt where I'm nice and warm and cozy. And instead of just getting out and going after it. So I'm going to throw together my mix for my breakfast. You guys know it's the breakfast essentials and water, and then money shot is always coffee, but if you actually have the Black Rifle instant coffee, then that's the real winner. I also have a granola bar in there that I'm going to also eat after I finish this off, just to give a little bit more calories. My food bag, I don't know why I put all my stuff up. My trash is already put up, so I didn't have to get that back out. But my food bag is super heavy, and I have a bunch of snacks in there, so I need to eat those snacks throughout the day, which will help me a lot. That's the kind of plan. I have a little over 2 liters right now. Water in about a mile, I think, a mile and a half, something like that. No problem. Water's not a big issue at first, but it's going to be later on as I get going a little bit further down the trail. But anyways, forward started day 24, getting ready to get started. No big plan on how far I'm going. I'm just going, and we'll see how far I get. I don't know how steep it's going to be, how strong my legs are going to be. We're just going to try to see how far we go. I'm leaving out from about 154.5, right in there. Head back over here to the trail. A really good campsite. I slept pretty good last night, actually. It was very quiet. I didn't wake up to any noises or hear anything. I dreamed a lot. I don't really particularly remember what the dreams were, but I know that I had dreams. So, I mean, I guess that means I slept good. Don't remember coughing. I didn't take any medication last night. No Advil, nothing. And hopefully, for the most part, maybe my cough is gone, or at least it's certainly not as prevalent as it had been. Certainly on the downside of that heavy cough that I had, which is good, but still got to work on getting started out earlier. But I think it's going to be a beautiful day of hiking today. It's probably going to be a hard day. Guess I need some hard days. And I don't know if you can see it from here, but that's San Jacinto. That's where I'm headed. Still, the plan is to go to Sittler, I believe, trail, and take that trail back down as a cutoff. Still too dangerous to go around the main part. I don't think very few people have gone on it. I want to say that I know of that's been posting or that has posted Less than, I would think less than 5, but maybe less than 10 so far I've gone, traversed the whole thing. The problem is that it's in a freeze melt cycle, which means during the day it's melting on top and then freezing at night, creating ice underneath the hard packed snow. If you slide, you're just not gonna stop. You're gonna slide right off the side of the mountain. Very, very dangerous conditions according to the last person that posted. Something that you need, not hiking skills, but mountaineering skills. And I don't have the gear or the skills to deal with that. So I think that there may be a small section that's going to be kind of sketchy for me just to get to Sittler Cutoff. I'm not sure. It's not, the posts aren't real clear of whether they went beyond Sittler and got into sketchy areas or it was right before Sittler. So I'm just not sure on it. But either way, another, day of melt, and we'll see where we're at. Anyways, I'm gonna turn this off so I can focus on getting down the trail. All right, I just wanted to make one correction. I noticed I remember I was saying Sittler Cutoff, Sittler Trail on the just previous video. It's Spittler, not Sittler, and I think Spittler is correct. So yeah, I do that type of idiot stuff all the time. What I meant was Spittler. Okay, they can put the name up there on the previous part so everybody knows I'm not a total idiot out here. One other thing, because San Jacinto is so unstable, so many people are skipping this area. There's just not very many hikers. And I noticed several coming in southbound, coming at me yesterday, and they were taking a different cutoff and going back to the trailhead and then going to Black Mountain Road. There's a couple different options you can take. I didn't think about that option. They were a lot of them were slack packing it. Would have been a decent option as well. But for me, as part of this adventure, I'm going to try to do as much of it as I possibly can without getting into danger. But I'm not seeing very many hikers out here. I feel kind of like really out here completely alone. Maybe that'll change later today. But because so many people are skipping this area until it clears out and then they intend to come back, there's just not that many hikers. I don't want to skip it because logistically I'm slow, and to try to come back to this would be very difficult, expensive and difficult. I don't want to deal with that expense. And maybe I do come back at some point and do San Jacinto. I'm not sure. This is pretty challenging stuff right here. Wow, pretty cool. So overlooking this whole valley down here. Lots of rocks. Beautiful. This is a pretty hike. It's not what our normal hike had been. Saw some good water here. I think this is my last water source. I think I need to drink up quite a bit right here, refill all my stuff, and I don't know when the next water is. This is a good source. I drank about a little over a liter, maybe a liter and a half. Filled all my water bottles, including my 1 liter filter bag, carrying 3.7 liters right now. Just drank a liter. It's heavy, and it's all uphill from here. The problem being that I don't believe there's any good water sources for a while, other than maybe a ways up, and they're off trail, like quarter mile, half mile, mile. So if I can get by with just carrying the extra weight, I'll do that rather than have to go that far off trail to get water. One thing I have learned is that there's this trail is water dependent, and you definitely need to take advantage of the water when you can, even if it means carrying extra weight. So that's what I'm gonna do. Been climbing, just came out of a bunch of trees. You can maybe see them back over there. Really cool area. It was no wind blowing, but it was definitely calm down there, but it was shaded. Cool hiking through there. Been climbing up for a while now, carrying all this water weight. I'm kind of feeling sorry for myself, and topped off on the hill there. And most don't know it, but I'm a huge fantasy baseball fan, and thought I'd check real quick to see if I've serviced, check my lineup, making changes, and did have one little bar. Got a message from a friend at work, Kevin, and I'd never expect in 1,000 years to get a message from Kevin out here, and said he had heard about my journey and watched some of my videos, and was proud of me, and that meant a lot. And it was just one of those texts, just a message from somebody that you don't expect, that just came at the right time, you know. Carrying all this weight, I was kind of feeling sorry for myself. Hot, struggling a little bit, and then get a message like that. So Kevin, I appreciate the message. It was certainly well timed and well needed. It's funny how that works out a lot. Yeah, the water weight is, carrying over 3.5 liters. That's a lot of water weight that I'm carrying. This is probably as much as I've carried the whole trail, just because I just don't know much about the water conditions. I talked to a guy that was actually running. He's running like 50 miles. He's doing like this loop he created. And he has a buddy that ran Spittler Trail a couple days ago, and his buddy told him there's water all along the switchbacks going down Spittler. So apparently once I top off up there and hit Spittler and start down, there should be plenty of water. But that's probably, that's not gonna be today. I'm prepared to dry camp tonight, and then we'll deal with that tomorrow. Just wanted to jump on here and say how sometimes, I'll get a message from my wife or somebody, some friend. It just always comes in at the right time. Helps a lot when you're out here. But kind of cool hiking through this. There's a lot of big boulders and these trees. I mean, if it gets real hot, there's places I could probably sneak up on under and sit down and get out of the heat and get into some shade. It's getting pretty warm. That sun's blaring down, but it's still too early to take that kind of a break. So, just moving on slow, and it's slow because it's a climb, and it's gonna be it's nothing but a climb now. Anyways, quick update for you. Maybe you see a little bit of the trail, what the conditions like. Beautiful day, Sunday. Took a little break right here. It's getting pretty hot, it's wet, and laid right here under this tree, put my tie back down, leaned up against my pack there. Quite comfortable, good shade. What was really good, and I didn't really realize it at the time, a little breeze that's blowing right through here. It actually got to the point just a little bit ago where I was getting chilled, probably because the sweat was drying. But there's some camp spots right there, really good camp spots, cool spots if you were staying the night there. But yeah, great spot right there just to cool down. Worked well, a little breeze blowing through there under that shade. Really worked well for me. So pretty cool view from up here. There's a big mountain back there with a lot of snow on. That seems like the opposite direction for San Jacinto, but it looks like it could be, I don't know. I really have no idea. I figure, I guess I'll get there when I get there. Kind of went back into the desert type environment. Exposed on this side. Hot. Thought I'd show this point of view here. Keep coming around the mountains on the side, climbing up. I think this is going to be my lunch spot. There's the trail right there. I'm just going to put my pack right there. Put down my ground sheet, my deal, just get my food bag out. Have some sausage, some cheese. Just relax. Just had a lay down there. Had a lunch. Had some summer sausage with smoked cheddar cheese. It was really good too. Pretty much just a protein-based lunch. I've got some cashews with sea salt in my bag here. I'm gonna snack on too. Thanks to my wife, who sent some really awesome snacks, which I don't tend to get for myself, and I should. But she picked out some really great ones, so those are gonna be good. Give me a little bit of salt. So I'm back on trail, and man, this pack is heavy. Feeling really good earlier today, and just struggling now. It's hard. It's hard for me. I'm lazy. Among some very small patches of snow. I'm about to get to where I'm gonna camp. Doing that, I believe. Just about done for this day. I'm wiped out. Short day, mile-wise, but all uphill and hard on my legs, carrying all my weight. Not even gonna worry about it. And I know it's not very many miles. It's my hike. Do it the way I want to do it. I'm feeling terrible. I feel like quitting. That's the worst thing I can do, is just keep plowing through. Set up camp, relax and enjoy camp. Might make me some ramen with some chicken in it, and be in bed, asleep before the sun sets. The big thing is get this pack, this heavy pack, off my back. It's been a very hard day. I still have over 2 liters of water with me. It's enough to get me through camp. And then tomorrow, about a mile away, there's a cutoff. I don't know how far down it is, but again, you gotta go way down to get to water. It's ridiculous. I sure was lucky in the very first part of the trail when there's water everywhere, just from the recent rains and stuff. Now, there's no water. All right, I think this can be camp right here. Trail is another spot you could set up right over here, but trail's right there. kind of tucked into these trees. Yeah, I think this will work. Okay, closing out the video for April 16th, day 24. I can't remember what mile marker I'm at. I think I went 6 miles today, which is a joke, but it was all uphill. It was very hard, and I'm extremely tired. I don't know if it's still just hadn't caught up with the food, but just lack of energy coming up. I'm at mile 161. It is what it is. That's where I'm at. I don't know how far I'm going to go tomorrow. Doesn't really matter at this point. I'm going to get some good rest tonight. Everything's done. I'm just going to change clothes to something a little bit warmer because it's probably going to get chilly. I'm on top of a mountain. And then I'm going to bed. And I'll probably be out before the sun fully sets. Anyways, that's it for April the 16th, day 24. It's in the books. Can't change what it is now. It's too late, and I wouldn't want to if I had to. It was actually a beautiful hike today. Maybe one of my favorite as far as views and everything. Just magnificent hike, but all uphill. Every bit of it's been uphill, and it was very tough. So anyways, I'm out for tonight, and pick you up tomorrow.